surface to further diffuse the heat signature.
Wow.
Another key aspect of the B-2's low observability are radar-absorbent materials.
Hey guys, it's the Loud Guys. Today we are going to react to why no nation wants to fight the B-2 bomber. And this is a very cool looking jet, you can say, and it looks very cool. And the thing is, it is kind of supersonic, so like no radars can detect it. So that is the kind of thing I know about it. But I think so in this video we will get more details about it and why no nation wants to fight this fighter jet, because of course it looks ridiculous, and also like it can be ridiculous to your nation also. I think so many nations will be afraid of this thing, and like this thing is only available with America only, so I would like to see more of it.
Basically, B-2 bomber is also known as stealth bomber, and it is an heaviest strategic bomber of America, and it is a most expensive basically aircraft in the world, and it's one aircraft cost around over the $1 million, and the basically the weight of this aircraft is around 7100 kg, which is insane. And in this way we can say that it is the most basically powerful weapon in the whole world, and I'm so excited to watch this video. So yeah, let's see.
And also the thing is, like I've heard that even a small repair on this aircraft costs a lot of
Yeah,
money, and this is
obviously.
very expensive for the US Army to maintain and do everything about it. So let's see how it is. So let's start.
Why no nation wants to fight the B-2 bomber.
Wow, this looks so cool.
Wow.
Should you venture out to one of the air shows
It's
periodically
so
held near
large.
Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, you may be so fortunate to spot one of the world's most otherworldly aircraft, the Manta-like B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The Spirit-swept wings measure 52 meters across, half the length of a football field,
Wow.
and its cockpit bulges organically from the surface
Oh
like that of a
my God.
1950s-era sci-fi spaceship, contrasting dramatically with the jagged near 45-degree angles of its trailing edges. Why does the B-2 look so weird? And how does that help it evade radar? The Spirit was designed late in the Cold War to slip through the Soviet Union's formidable integrated air defense network, combining ground-based radars, surface-to-air missiles, and aerial interceptors and radar planes. Radars were a linchpin of any modern air defense system, so the Pentagon sought a stealth plane with such a minimal radar cross-section that it could only be detected at very short ranges. The Air Force's first stealth aircraft, the F-117 Nighthawk, was a promising start, but it could only carry 2 bombs over 900 miles unrefueled, not far enough to deliver a strategic strike deep inside enemy territory. In the 1930s and 1940s, aviation
has a very
engineers
weird
experimented
shape.
with flying wing designs like Nazi Germany's Horton Ho 229 and the US XB-35 and YB-49. Flying wings generate additional lift and coincidentally are conducive to low radar cross-sections because their flat surfaces minimize opportunities for radar waves to bounce off them. However, pure flying wings lack tail control surfaces, often leading to fatal aerodynamic instability. The B-2's design came at a turning point when fly-by-wire controls were entering widespread use. These mediate a pilot's commands through an electronic interface rather than directly via hydraulics, allowing a computer to compensate for unstable flight characteristics.
Oh, nice.
The Spirit's quadruple redundant system, for example,
It looks
manipulates
like a
flaps on
crow.
the wings and engine thrust differentially to perform turns that most aircraft would rely on tail rudders and elevators to perform. Jet engines are a common weak point in stealth designs as they feature radar-conspicuous
I
fan
think it
blades
looks like a
and generate
whale.
hot engine exhaust that lights
Yeah.
up infrared sensors.
And it is
To
unbeatable.
avoid this vulnerability, the Spirit's intakes are mounted on the top of the wings and funneled air through S-shaped ducts to 4 F-118 turbofans buried deep inside the plane. This configuration dampens both the B-2's acoustic and infrared signature. The Spirit furthermore employs secondary inlets that scoop up cold barrier air surrounding the bomber and mix it with the hot exhaust, which is then expelled over a flattened titanium carbon fiber surface to further diffuse the heat signature.
Wow.
Another key aspect of the B-2's low observability are radar-absorbent materials. The B-2's skin is already primarily made up mostly of non-conductive carbon graphite composite mixed with titanium. The most reflective areas, such as the intakes, flaps, and leading edges of the wings, are sprayed with additional radar-absorbent material coatings, which have been repeatedly tweaked over the
It's
years.
so insane.
Wow.
Furthermore, the skin is coated with an elastomer, an elastic rubber-like polymer meant to smooth away seams, screws, or joints between different
So much
materials,
work has
which
gone
might
into
create
this.
a chink in its stealthy geometry. Altogether, these features reduce a B-2's radar cross-section to roughly 0.1 to 0.05 meters square.
Wow.
Though most discreet from the front, the B-2 is designed to remain low observable from all angles, as it's intended to penetrate deep into enemy airspace. Spirits are camouflaged for daytime as well as night strikes with non-reflective dark gray paint designed to blend in with the sky at distances of 23
So
miles
it
or
can
greater.
camouflage,
It
it
can-
B-2
can
also
not be
sports
detected
special
from
bays designed
radars.
to release
Wow.
chemicals to obscure contrails. But those were never used operationally. Instead, the Spirit has a lidar sensor to detect contrails, giving the pilot a chance to change altitude to eliminate them. The Spirit is designed to fly across the globe while carrying 20 to 30 tons of weapons, but not to do exceptionally quickly. Its turbofans lack afterburners, which in any case would cause infrared and even radar signature to bloom. The Spirit's top speed is 630 miles per hour, which means it's a bit faster than a jumbo jet, while its range of 5,000 to 7,000 miles is usually multiplied by 2 to 4 aerial refuelings using a pop-up hatch behind the cockpit.
Oh, it
This
can
has allowed
refuel air
B-2s
to air
to
also.
fly non-stop missions lasting nearly 2 days from Whiteman in Missouri to hit targets across the globe.
2 days.
A Spirit's cross-trained crew of 2, a mission commander and a pilot, enter the plane via a hatch in the belly. The bomber has room for 1 crew member to nap in shifts, as well as a toilet and space to store food in a microwave. Though Spirits routinely use GPS navigation, they can get along just fine if navigation satellites are knocked out by using a star-oriented inertial navigation system backed up by a terrain recognition-based system. Satellite links and very high-frequency radio allow the crew to receive mission updates, such as the cancellation of a planned target. When a B-2 bomber approaches defended airspace, it enters stealth mode, retracting antennas, cutting off certain communication links, and even restricting the use of its flaps. If threatened by long-range radars and missiles over a wide area, it may descend to low altitude to reduce detection range. Its terrain following system, allowing the huge bomber to skim as low as 200 feet above the ground.
What can this aircraft
Unlike
not
the
do?
earlier Nighthawk, the
Can do
B-2
everything.
bomber is equipped with an APQ-181 low probability of intercept radar that has been updated to an even stealthier active electronically scanned array model in 2010. Useful for navigation and scanning ground targets, it can also plot the position of hostile fighters and radars. That data is fed to the bomber's APR-63 defensive measure suite, allowing the mission commander to adjust the pre-programmed flight path to slip in between areas of dense radar coverage and avoid interceptors.
So amazing.
Arguably, the latter pose the greatest threat to the B-2. Already low bandwidth radars may detect the presence, but not the precise location of stealth aircraft. Should a hostile fighter close within a few dozen miles, the Spirit would be vulnerable to visual, infrared, and even radar detection. Lacking self-defense weapons or high speed, the B-2's odds of survival in that scenario would be pretty low.
No.
For its nuclear strike mission, still its most important role today, the B-2 can carry up to 16 B-61 or megaton yielded B-83 nuclear gravity bombs
16.
on the rotary launchers inside its 2 bomb bays. A Spirit's avionics are hardened versus the electromagnetic pulses generated by nuclear blasts, and the pilots are offered creepy white face masks to shield their eyes from the flash of detonation. However, the fall of the Soviet Union prompted the Air Force to hastily adapt the B-2 for conventional weapons delivery. An alternate rack system can accommodate up to 80 Mark 82 500-pound bombs, or an
80
equivalent
bombs.
weight in cluster bombs, mines, or larger munitions. In the late 1990s, the B-2 was adapted to carry 2,000-pound JDAM GPS-guided weapons,
My
which are accurate within a 20-foot radius, and have served as its primary weapon ever since. The B-2 is also
like
certified
a
to carry
warehouse.
long-range AGM-154 JSOW glide bombs, 80 miles, and AGM-158 JASSM stealth cruise missiles, 230 to 575 miles, to allow it to deliver standoff attacks without risking getting too close to increasingly powerful modern air defense radars. Most exotically, the B-2 is uniquely configured to deploy up to two massive 30,000-pound GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrators designed to blast apart command bunkers up to 61 meters underground, a capability meant to threaten decapitation of hostile foreign leaders and destruction of subterranean weapons facilities. The B-2's ability to deliver such devastating weapons deep within the most well-defended airspace make it a premium, highly specialized war machine without equivalent. At least unless China develops a decent H-20 stealth bomber. So far, B-2s have mostly leveraged their range and payload rather than stealth for actual combat operations. However, the Spirit's awesome firepower and low observable characteristics will never be tested in the kinds of high intensity and likely nuclear-grade power conflict it was designed to fight.
B-2 bomber is the most beautiful and yes best designed plane of the world, and the thing which I really liked about is that it carries around 30 tons of weapons in it, which was so incredible for me. And I observed that it has a very basically thin head, and it has basically a very weird design, and for me it was seems like a whale only. I was feeling that the whale was flying up in the sky. So and I really like his color. Basically it has a very beautiful color, and I literally enjoyed the whole video. And this plane is literally so beautiful and yet incredible. Yeah, and I also enjoyed the video.
Yes, actually, and the thing was, the title of this video was why no nation wants to fight the B-2 bomber, and it is actually, it's like the title is somewhat wrong because when there was a mistake shown in that in the video only, and there was not a mistake, a disadvantage of this B-2 bomber shown in the video, that when it gets into the battle, and if like other jets try to chase it, so they are faster than this bomber and they can chase this and they can track this in close range, and then it will be at a disadvantage. But other than that, like going untraceable and then stealthily bombing and then coming back in that position, it is one of the best and the best only you can say, because it can just go easily and be untraceable and do whatever it wants to do and attack and then come back, and then all the other jets can like defend it from all the like attack that will be oncoming from the other nation side. So that is very good for the US. And like now he was saying at the end also, like it is now used as a big payload machine and a big machine that can help like accommodate all these kind of missiles and 80 tons of missiles. So that what it can do. And also to talk about these wings and all the mechanics behind it was very interesting to know. Like US was trying to make it during the Cold War, and then how they changed it from year onwards, and now it is the final position that we are seeing. I don't think so they will make it more and more advanced, because I think so the utilization of it is getting reduced, and that is what there was mentioned in this video. So how do you feel about this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. Of course, I think so no nation would like to fight the US at all, and this stealth bomber also, because this is very ridiculous for any nation to face. So how did you guys like this video? Do let us know in the comment section below, and also do support us on our Patreon. You can find the link in the description. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.
Bye.